Welcome to my statistics class. Good morning. This is Dr. Kiran Babu NC from Kristu Jayanti College. Today we will be understanding how to calculate the standard scores in SPSS. So first of all, in order to understand the standard scores, we need to understand what is a raw score. So raw score is nothing but any test. We actually give the participants some form of any test, and then the participants are going to give us participants are going to give their responses, those responses that we are going to get from that test, and it is calculated, the responses total is calculated, that becomes a raw score. Okay, raw score is something a test taker takes a test and he gives exactly what he intends to in that particular test. So when we get the raw scores, we do not calculate or we do not interpret the raw scores and give the results in behavioral sciences. So what we do is we actually interpret the results based on the standard scores. We convert the raw scores into standard scores. Now let's go ahead and let's see how we will be able to calculate this in the SPSS. So now first step is, let me stop this screen share and let me open the SPSS. Yes. So now you are all able to see the SPSS window here. So first I will calculate, there are different types of standard scores. So that is Z score, T scores, percentile rank, Sten scores, Stenine scores. All these are standard scores. So we will be looking today how to calculate the Z scores and how to calculate the T scores. Okay, these are commonly used standard scores. So first, let me show you how we can do. Let's choose the option called from the menu bar. Let's select the option called transform. So when you keep the cursor here transform, you get something option called compute variable. So just select compute variable and click on compute variable. So as soon as you get a compute variable, you get a window. Okay, so these are the variable 1 2 3, all these are the respondents, the respondents who has taken a test, a rating scale. These are the responses what they have given, and I have calculated, I have totaled the respondents score, and the total, I have just totaled all these scores, and I call it as raw scores. So the total, I'm calling it as raw scores. Okay, so in any test, you have to do the total and then you can call that as a raw scores. So the formula is very simple, that is Z equals x minus mean divided by the standard deviation. So here x is nothing but the raw scores, okay, minus mean, then divided by standard deviation. So what I have to do here is, I have to first calculate and understand what is the mean for this raw score. So let me just click on frequency, let me click on raw score, let me select the mean and standard deviation, let me click on OK. So now I get a output window result, that is the mean and standard deviation. So here the mean is 162.39. So let me just write down that mean equals 162.39 and ST, standard deviation, equals 10.29. 10.29. Alright, so now what I will do is, I will just show you. We'll just go back to again transform. We'll click on the compute variable. Let's reset everything and let's, according to the formula, we have to take the raw scores, then minus mean. So the mean is 162.39. Let me just type 162.39 divided by standard deviation, which is nothing but 10.29. So now target variable, I just have to name the variable. So I will just name it as Z scores. Okay, Z underscore scores. I just named it as Z scores. Now let me just hit on OK. Okay, just click on OK. You will be getting the Z scores. So the Z scores is calculated. Already I have calculated the Z and T. That's why I got a message. I just clicked on OK. So now I got the Z scores here. Similarly, I will now be able to show you how to calculate the T scores. Let's go to transform, and for calculating the T scores you need to have the formula. Okay, the formula is T equals Z into 10 plus 50. So this is the formula. Okay, so this is the formula. So now what I will do is I'll just go back I'll just go back to SPSS. I will just show you how to calculate the T-scores. Just click on transform, click on compute variable, reset everything. Now in the target variable, you can just type T-scores. And now according to the formula, it is Z into Z score into 10 plus 50. So this is the formula. So now let me just hit on OK. Now let me go back and see the T-scores are calculated. Look here, the T-scores and Z-scores and raw scores are calculated. So all I will do now is I have just calculated these three scores, and I can just select them. I can select them. I can open a Word file, and I can just open a Word file and I can paste these three scores. Okay, so these three scores become very important when we are when we are interpreting the results for any given test. So as I told you before, social sciences, we do not interpret the results based on the raw scores. All right. So we can just copy that and paste it in the Word, and then we can just interpret the result. So that's all in today's class. We just discussed how to calculate the standard scores in SPSS. Thank you so much for being with me. Have a nice day.